Hi there, I'm DeGraff from Quality Edge, and today we're on a fresh deck just about to undergo an install of the InsideOut Underdeck system. There's a lot of install videos on the website right now and on YouTube, but I wanted to take you through pretty quickly the parts and pieces and a little bit of math on how this all goes together. First component is G-channel, shaped just like a G, goes on the house, 10 feet long. Second component runs along the sides, the panel tucks into it, we call it side cap. Then you have the panels, 8-inch span by 10, 12, 14, or 16 feet long, the carrier bracket. 12 feet long, 4 prongs cover 1 carrier. Obviously you have the gutter components where all the water from the underdeck system is draining into. The first step here, although this is not an installation video, it's just kind of a rundown. G-channel, 10-foot length, is going to go on the house. This situation is fairly straightforward because I'll be able to put the G-channel right onto the house, onto the siding. For visual purposes, this is how the panel tucks into the G-channel. Imagine your 10-foot length going this way. The carrier bracket runs perpendicular to the panels because the panels snap in this way. The first carrier bracket should be 36 inches out from the house. What that means is the carrier bracket is basically 2 inches deep. If you're hanging your G-channel tight to the ledger board, what that means is you will have too much slope to get to the first carrier. I suggest, depending on your deck, you hang the G-channel about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, possibly lower depending on how the deck is shaped, if there's any slope to the deck. What you're accounting for is the drop on the carrier of the first panel, and you only want 1/8 inch per foot from the panel surface, which is the G-channel, to this first carrier. Alright, you've got your G-channel attached to the house, and now we're on to side cap. Keep in mind the panel tucks into the side here, which is why we call it side cap. The easiest way to install this is very simply tuck this inside the rim joist of the deck. So keep in mind, this then means that from the yard you will see the pitch of the system at 1/8 inch per foot. What a lot of people like to do is add lumber wherever you need to create a box by which you can hide all of the trim pieces. So imagine another piece of trim dropping down right here. That's another option if you don't want to see the pitch. Alright, so now we're going to talk about some of the basic math, components, parts and pieces you're going to need for this deck. So we've already measured it. What we have here is 10 feet to the support beam, very straightforward, by 14 feet down, and we're just talking about this small section here. So what that means, conveniently, is you're going to need 1 10-foot piece of side cap to run right here, which we've already talked about. And then you're going to need at least 1.5 pieces of G-channel to run against the house there, also 10 feet. 14 feet like this. You'll need 14 feet of gutter. We sell 24 feet of gutter in 2 pieces, and everything you need to hang it in 1 component called a Quality Edge gutter kit, or have a seamless gutter contractor run you the 14 feet seamless. Next, you're going to need panels. So the easiest way to do that is take your footage, which is 14 feet, convert that to inches. 14 feet converted to inches is 168 inches divided by 8 inches of coverage is 21 panels. The panels can be ordered by the piece. On to carriers. This deck is 10 feet, carrier every 3 feet, so 3, 6, 9 is too close to 10, so you only need 2 rows of carriers here. And then I would space them a little bit further than 3 feet. Go 4 feet and 8 feet probably. 14 feet long, 12-foot carrier. You'll need at least 3 carriers to get that job done. The next thing you'll need is the Underdeck Screws. We sell the Underdeck Screws in a box of 100. I find the easiest way to calculate that is take your square footage, 10 by 14 is 140, divided by 1.5 because you need a screw in every carrier, in every joist. So if your joists are 16 or 24, that's going to vary a little bit, but dividing by 1.5 is usually pretty effective, giving us 93 screws, pretty close to 100, so 1 box of Underdeck screws. So that's our basic parts list right there. You're going to need some butyl-based caulk, some window tape, possibly some trim coil as well, depending on the flashing you might need to do.